let's see. Okay, this says I'm streaming. Browser says hosting. Give this a second. There we go. Okay, that looks right. Now they moved the users in chat over to their upper right instead of left. Due to it changing crap. I see Mr. Badmech hanging out in the background. I'm on this. See if I can remember how to play this game. It wasn't a week ago. It wasn't 2 weeks ago. It was 3 weeks ago that I last played this. These itches I really need to shave. I'll just make annoying scratching sounds by the microphone. Actually, that kind of pegged the microphone out. I bet it clipped. Hey. Go over here and see if we can some. That's a little loud. Not the where I thought it was weird. I thought it was over here.
Your worship.
Alright, there's my little. Let me just take the hard way around. Mr. Badmech, where are you at? What are these two talking about?
Master Solas asked that, did he? He said it was at your convenience, my lady. No, I'll see to it right away. His hunches are usually correct.
Which reminds me, I should go upstairs and drop off stuff. Some of the little bits and pieces that I pick up that give me bonuses as they research. Research. It's just the poison fang. I haven't talked to Dorian a little bit. There we go. Okay.
I'm told you have Alexius researching magic for you. Research is always what made him happiest. Perhaps I'll even go talk to him eventually.
Eventually.
One word of advice. If he suggests altering time as a way to solve all your problems, give it a pass.
Or indeed, any of my problems.
You said Alexius was a mentor of yours.
He was my patron, sponsoring me to the higher levels of the Circle of Magi. In return, my successes were his.
There's Mr.
I had
Badmech.
lots of successes, naturally. Alexius was most pleased. He and I used to talk over brandy about the corruption, how we could one day make real change in the Imperium. And then he gave up. He stopped trying.
Why did he give up?
On a journey to Hossberg, a Darkspawn raid killed his wife and sickened his son. I remember hearing the news. He hadn't been there, you see. Alexius was convinced he could have protected them. And the guilt tore him up. I helped him with his research for a while, and then we drifted apart.
That must have been difficult.
Back then, I was furious. I told him to snap out of it, move on. I thought I had all the answers. Later, I regretted my hasty words. But we didn't speak again until he approached me for the Venatori. Too much pride, I suppose. Plus, I was busy drinking. One must have priorities.
Priorities?
I don't think that's it. You felt guilty because you couldn't help him.
Clever you. I had a choice, you see. Wallow in self-pity or get away while I could. At any rate, he's fallen so low, I doubt he'll ever get up. Sad, really.
Yeah, that'll do.
I should go.
As you wish.
So tonight's stream is brought to you by Devil's River. A Texas whiskey. I suppose technically it's a bourbon. I don't remember if it says bourbon or if it says whiskey on the bottle. Either way. I'm going the wrong direction. Zanzibar. This is early for a Zanzibar sighting. I am surviving, I suppose. How about you? Well, since my audience is here, let me point out in case you missed the twittering, I am still having internet problems. It's up and down kind of sporadically. Sometimes it can go for hours or even a day or two without any problems, and other times it'll drop connection 3 times in 5 minutes. So if I suddenly disappear, it's probably just because my internet went down, and it'll probably take me 5 to 15 minutes to get it back up. But I'll come back. If it goes out a second time, I'm calling it done for the night at that point. Okay. Guess I didn't have anybody out doing anything. How's the printer upgrade? Okay, well, you see back there on top of the black refrigerator, just over my ear, there. It's the Micro 3D. It has to be plugged into the computer to work. I don't have a USB cord that long. The Prusa sitting right over there. And you've seen some of my pictures on how the stuff is actually going. Let me get this out of the way. I've got lots of little bits and pieces from the from the sets of the tiles from Fat Dragon Games. Look at this. Door actually works. Cool, huh? I did this nice little curved wall. This is the one that I messed around with, no retraction. It's covered in really fine little hairs of thread, of the filament. But I did that because on these other pieces, if you run your finger over it, there's lots of little tiny sharp points everywhere you go, which I assumed was from, okay, I did this little trace and lifted, did this little trace and lifted. So you can see right here are the 2 clips. I'm holding these together. Got a clip here. What I find is that these don't even fit in unless I sand the top side of it. The bottom side is amazingly smooth. Again, it's the print sheet. If you look real close at the bottoms of these, and I don't know if this is even going to show up, you see the little curly bits of filament in there. Those will quite often block the holes, so I sometimes have to dig them out a little bit. Because I guess that bottommost layer there, once we get past the X's and everything, it's too far apart to actually get the piece over there without it falling down. It's like it's her desk or something. But I'm not going to smack you with the camera. So earlier, let me tell you this story. Earlier, she was sitting right over here next to me, and she wanted her food, right? It was about supper time. So she was sitting right about here. Further, but right about here. Anubis jumped up because he wanted me to feed him too, so he jumped up and sat next to her. Now understand, this one, has never gotten along with the other one, ever. Because when she was a kitten, he was feisty and full of energy and would just bowl her over. He wanted to play, but he was double her size. And didn't know the word no. Or at least as a cat would say it. So the two of them were sitting there right next to each other, and I have never, in all their collective lives, I don't think I've ever seen her willingly sit next to him like that. So the boy was over there at his chair, and I said, "Hey, look at this. I'll bet I can rub these two cats together." Neither cat was impressed. Okay, so I didn't send anybody out to do anything. Yeah, the Fat Dragon stuff is not really all that expensive, and if people out there didn't want to do the 3D printing, because this is a lot. My original print was these 3 tiles, this wall, this floor, this 1x2 floor, and this floor with rubble. That was my original print. I just dropped all those into the slicer, told it, hey, do your thing. Printed it at 150 microns, which is what they recommend. 0% infill. And I think 6 bottom and 6 top layers. That took, I think, 14 hours. It was at least 14 hours to print all that. Not to mention the amount of filament it used. I mean, my 1 kilogram spool is already half gone, and I've been printing on this thing for just over a week. It was last Sunday that I started printing things. But a lot of that 1/4 of the Thor helmet for the wife, that was a ridiculous amount of support. But, I mean, it's a curved piece. What can you do? I think that 1/4 of that helmet used about 1/3 of my spool. If I were to guess. Yeah, this flooring here actually reminds me of the underside of these Fat Dragon tiles. But anyway, where I was going with that was, if people don't want to do the 3D printing because of the time and money that's necessary, they also have paper stuff for you to print out, which is just very cool. Back. So here's where I last was. Here's where an Astrarium is. It started out up here and I was working my way down. Okay, that'd be good. I've heard, I think I have a bookmark for not that one, but for a different one. And this all could become very relevant in the near future. Indulge me while I take a moment. So the game, the D&D game that we have with the low charisma bard. Recall that it's our DM's first time DMing. I think she is running into the problem I used to run into as a DM, reaching the end of one's rope. So she has already announced that she needs an indefinite break from DMing, and I am totally behind her on this because I've done that before. She said she'll get us through the next session, and then she asked if somebody else wanted to take over running this campaign, and I pointed out, having done that kind of thing in the past, it's a little awkward when somebody else takes over a campaign, so it might be better if we did something new. And I talked to the wife, and she wasn't real keen on trying to run a game herself. So I went into our Discord chat and said that the other 2 players, meaning the low charisma bards player and the DM's husband, should have first shot, first dibs on running a new game, because I have done stuff before and neither one of them has done very much along those lines. I want them to be able to spread their wings if they want, but that if neither one of them wanted to, and if all the players wanted to, I could run a game. Whether it's D&D or Mass Effect Fate, I could do either. I do have the Exandria source book for 5th edition D&D, so I'd probably just set it in the same world. As in the same world as Critical Role, but either a parallel world where there was never a Vox Machina or a different time period, so there was no overlap. Make it my own, which is exactly what Mercer wants, people to make the game their own. Okay. No, wait, actually I think I started down there. There's still an Astrarium here, though it looks like I didn't do. So... yeah, it looks like I was heading this way. I uncovered that. I uncovered this. There's probably still more to go there. I'm going to come here, go to the Astrarium. I'll take Sarah along. I think I'll take Dorian along. And the Iron Bull. So yeah, if I suddenly start DMing a game, well, gee, I wonder what I could use to create little dungeon stuff. These look a lot like the Orphan Forge stuff that Mercer uses. Now, I mean, that being said, I'm still not done with season 1 yet. I'm way far out there. I'm only a few episodes from the end. But you know, these can all be painted too, of course, right? I mean, they don't just have to stay the generic gray plastic. I may keep them the generic gray plastic because, I mean, it's a lot of stuff. I did a little floor grate. Here's a little grate that goes in the floor. It's got a hole. It just sits right in there. Anyway, enough rambling about the stuff I'm 3D printing and my D&D game. Heading this way. Come on, guys. That's great. Oh yeah, so I said the wife's mask. A quarter of a mask took a while and took a lot of material. Did I ever tell you guys how long it took? It took 35 hours. And that's not metric hours either. Cave? Have I been in this cave? Cave.
We've had some success around here.
Ooh. Nice. A few more spiders over here. Pretty sure I did one Astrarium out here, and I think it was an enormous pain, and I was slightly tipsy when I did it, so I was kind of annoyed with it. See how this one works. 3, 2, 3. Oh, that doesn't work. There we go. Well, the this mini that I did at 50 microns took about 6 hours. But I mean, it's 50 microns, right? I'm not at all pleased with how that particular PLA came out. I've read that you can actually hit some PLA stuff with a heat gun to kind of smooth it out a bit. I may experiment with that with this one just to see what that does, because it'd be nice if the whitish areas where essentially a blade has touched it could be made to go away. I can do that in one big group, you know, one pass, without just completely melting the crap out of it. That could be useful. And this is a good medium to, or a good item to experiment with, because I really don't care how it turns out. This was an experiment. It was a toy. I haven't been this way. That looks like it could. Well, that's really kind of more my fault, because I have the camera over there instead of, you know, anywhere else. I could turn it off. Probably be sitting here thinking I'm just making crap up. Ooh, nice. Guts. Oh, that thing's armored. And my biggest fear, of course, is that I'll take it and just melt the crap out of it. Or that it just won't do any good. I mean, that's not really a fear per se. Okay, this looks like it's more about the main mission here. Nope. That's probably the main mission. Good. Giant. And some silverite. "11 hardened Gurgut skin." Notice how that giant's just walking away? Holy crap. Oh, I think you need this.
For hating the outdoors, you really do seem to like bad weather.
What's that now?
The other day, you were outside in the rain, staring up with a grin on your face.
I smile. Wow.
Of course you do.
What? I should hunch and swear.
You know, you really need to be reviving Iron Bull.
Rain pissing off my nose. Let the weather win. I smile the freak out of clouds. Maybe they get tired of trying.
Are we still talking about cows?
What?
Never mind. Drinks and insults later?
Both buying. Vendors double.
Really? Holy crap! I probably can't get him up. Jesus Christ! Let's see, it says 1830. Yeah. Amazing. Bad. Yeah, I did tell you that this area was tougher. Like, I haven't faced a dragon that bad before. We'll give it a second shot. Hopefully we won't get another Gurgut coming in. A Gurgut ad. We will. A little bit of that. Sarah, distract him with some bees. Torian, do what you do. And I will set his feet on fire. Oh, he already took me out. That's great. Okay, so this has to finish first. Now Dory can come over and get me up. Okay, you know what? I was gonna save this up, but I gotta fire this off.
Someone help!
Everybody's almost dead. Maybe Sarah ought to not be so close. It's only halfway down. Man, that just sucks. Well, if it wouldn't make me get stuck here. Jesus Christ. Really, Bull? Ow. Yeah. Rakon's Wrath. Oh. I wonder how that compares to what Sarah's got. It's a tiny bit better. Including heal and kill. Well, okay then. I warned you this was tough. Finish digging out whatever's in this little lair. I'm going back to camp. Because I apparently need a nap. To go place this marker. No, no, no. Nobody started any fight. I was just looking over there to see if there was anything I needed to loot. Okay, there we go. I guess here. Meow. Hey, kitty. You trying to tell me something? You trying to tell me something? You hungry? Is that it? Don't glare at me with those big eyes. Your ears back. Go tell him you want food. Oh, let's replace everybody's potions here. There's a cold resistance tonic, so if I need to face another one of those things, I can... This would help. So it was more physical damage than cold, but he did have that nasty cold attack. He did have a nasty cold.
For hating the outdoors, you really do seem to like bad weather.
What's that now?
The other day, you were outside in the rain, staring up with a grin on your face.
I smile at clouds.
Of course you do.
What? I should punch and swear at the rain pissing off my nose? Let the weather win. I smiled and freak out of clouds. Maybe they're tired of crying.
Are we still talking about clouds?
What?
Never mind. Drinks and insults later?
We're both buying. Then there's double.
I guess that's a little bit of banter they had earlier while I was fighting and was concentrating on trying to not die and doing a bad job. I think I can go around this way. How is the sprockets been Fanta? Predator gut. Don't want to miss this. What the hell? Oh, fruit. Guys play over there. I'm going this way. I'm gonna head down here, but then there's a rift I gotta close over that. Fishers are tough.
What is this? Are the Fishers of Stonebearhole too rude to share a meal with friends? Can the Inquisitor! Let her blood bathe the blades of the jaws of Hakon! Death to the glory to Hakon!
What's this you saying?
You are the lowlander they call Inquisitor. I am Arvid Rolfson. Well fought. The fish will feed on fool's heart wine this night. I know not what brings you here, but we have no quarrel, you and I.
No, we do not.
How long have you lived in the basin?
Stonebearhole's been here a few generations. I was born further north, but we left before I could remember. It was a good life, until the jaws of Hakon arrived. They brought trouble with them. People are expecting a raid, but...
You don't agree?
They seem bigger fools than that, for all their boasting. I cannot say what they plan, but it bodes ill.
May I borrow a boat?
I find myself in need of a boat. I need to reach that island.
The Lady's Rest.
What?
That island belongs to the Lady of the Skies. The spirits warn us to leave it be.
Warn the spirits right back. We're Inquisition.
I don't wish to disturb your lady, but it's important.
If I give you the boat, and you anger the spirits and die, other lowlanders may come for blood. That is trouble for my hold, and not my trouble to take. Go to Stone Bear Hold and speak with my Thane, Svara Sunhair. Get her blessing, and you may sail to Korth's Rocky Heart, if you wish.
Okay then. Or I mean, I could just kill him and take it, but no. Oh no. I'm better than that. Do some auto leveling. Or level up. Oh. Yeah, what the heck? Mostly I let him do his own thing anyway, so. Stairs here, or a ladder, which is like stairs. Also, I can get to this bag, which has a little bit of stuff in it. Ah, that was an accident. Oh, hey, there's a thing over here. There's probably a speed record for getting one of those skulls done. I found my thumbnail. Trying to deselect. Oh. Really? There we go. Couple of screenshots saved. I don't need. And we're off. I think mostly I just need to head that way. Oh, they're Hackenites. Okay, Dorian, see if you can dispel. Really? Come on, get up, Sarah. Oh, I'm back up. Okay. That was a nasty rift fight. Because I've done it every other time. I'm going through potions like crazy. These must be the shards. Yeah, that's got it. There's croquettes all over the place out here. Oh, hey, there's a place to camp. I think I'll do that while I'm standing next to it. Really? Gorget that close to camp? And we go this way. I don't think it's up. There it is. How far away? It's all the way over there. Okay. That's okay. I can fast travel via camp after. So in other news, last Friday I registered to take the PE exam. It's got me a little nervous. Good reason. It will be in many ways the most important test I've ever taken in my life and probably ever will take. The actual test date is October 25th, and the board has already given their approval for me to take the test. We'll see. That's not the last step to licensure. I've still got other things I'll have to do too, but it is the largest single hurdle I have remaining. So, finally going to do it. Inspired largely because I have an intern who completed both the FE and the PE before he graduated his undergraduate degree, so he's actually ahead of me on that count. Of course, I'm still registered as an EIT, and he's not. So in that regard, I'm ahead of him. But and I've also got the experience that I need to translate. I can turn that into supplemental experience reports necessary. Oh, hey, I'm being hosted. Thanks, Mr. P. Supplemental experience points that are necessary to complete my my journey, my licensing journey. It'll be good. Be good to get that behind me. It'll probably be the second most difficult exam I'll ever take. Because from what I hear, it's not quite as difficult as the FE exam. That was definitely the most difficult I've ever taken. Wow. Turgut can jump. Okay, fine. I'll finish this fight. Oh, crap.
Hold on, Bull!
So, you know, my supervisor's been pushing me to get it done ever since he came in and became my supervisor. The plant manager who left just a few weeks ago, last thing he said to me was, go do it, go finish it. Yeah. It very well might turn into an immediate raise if I can actually manage to finish the licensure, so. And not a little raise either. But I mean, raised or not, I can't progress any further in my job without it, so. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Get this one's closer. Okay. Let's head over here. Targets all over the place. You guys can keep going after that Tusken. I'm picking up the items that were dropped here. So, yeah, I'm guessing it's up there. Yeah, it's right there. Let's see if I can figure out how to get up there. Looks like we're going to go all the way to the other end, wherever that is. Hey, that bird's sitting on the air. Really? I hate the jump key. It's just like, no, obviously you wanted to walk off that edge. Save. Save. Notes. And a shard. And head back over here. I can get some water. I can ignore that.
Good place to get ambushed. Watch your back. At least it's not too dry.
Yeah, I mean, I'd hate to have a dry ambush.
over there. She's not fighting those off alone.
Still standing. That's...
Hey, Colette.
Inquisitor. Still finding it difficult to breathe, but I'm not strewn across the landscape, so thank you. I'm Colette, Professor Kenrick's research assistant. I was hoping to conduct a survey of a Tevinter ruin in the hills. I may not have chosen the best route.
I guess not.
You're Kenrick's research assistant, so that makes you a student at the University of Orlais.
It does? Why?
If I've said something wrong,
I'm sorry. That's usually asked with skepticism. The university accepts those worthy of admission, though elven students are few.
How do you like it there?
how do you find it there?
It's not easy, but this is what I want. And I like working for Professor Kenrick. Elven research students, where publication's concerned, their work's often deemed not substantial enough for formal credit. But Kenrick cares about people who want to learn. If our research finds an audience, I know my name will be included.
What were you hoping to find at the ruin?
The Tevinter's time
Stuff.
here was brief, but their architecture endured, offering shelter, forming landmarks. Ancient Avar would have encountered these structures, which certainly predate Inquisitor Emeridan. Evaluating the ruins could offer insight into the region's history, once I can get set up.
You're still going there?
I've read everything we have on American, and studied up on new excavation techniques. I won't waste this opportunity. If you've a map, I can show you my destination, if you'd be interested in the findings.
No, not really.
Stay safe.
I will.
I'm trying to get there. If I can figure out how. Yeah, I've been dealing with the micro 3D Fold 2 because of that hot spot that makes the heated bed I got for it completely useless. They're like, well, here, try these troubleshooting steps. Hey, look, it's still got a hot spot. Turning it all the way down and slightly back up. Turning it all the way up and slightly back down didn't change that. You know. Never guessed that. So I'm asking if I can do anything about this, and they're like, well, no, it comes with a 30-day warranty. I ordered it in May. So I may just be hosed. And that heated bed was half the price. So the longer I go with this thing, the less likely I am to recommend them it. In here, not there. Get up there. I mean, there's a path up that way, but that doesn't get... Don't think I can get on this tree route. I mean, I think I can get on it, but I think it's too steep. Get this sore spot in my back. It's coming up over the last half hour. I don't know why I keep getting these sore spots in my back when I stream. I don't get them other times I'm sitting here.
Nice work with the magic back there, Dorian. You're pretty good at blowing guys up.
It's significantly more impressive than hitting them with a sharp piece of metal.
Hey, whoa, let's not get crazy.
Okay, this looks like a path. That doesn't look like it's gonna go where I need it to go. Yeah, see, because it levels out here. Up there. Didn't see any way up there this whole loop around. I didn't see any bridges. See, that doesn't, it's not quite a bridge. It doesn't go all the way across. Because it's a giant island. Even if it wasn't, I have no idea how to get up on that. I don't have the faintest idea how to get up. Wait a minute. Is that it? It. Yeah, I don't have any idea how to get there. I think I'll go ahead and continue in here because I'm here. I can always come back out and finish that last little bit on this.
Sounds like a party. Or a fight.
Or a race. Sounds like a fish.
Your climbers seem tired, thanks, son. Or hunting. Is your hold beast well?
We hunt as well as ever, Thane Harrison.
You would be safer under the shield of the jaws of Hakon.
Hask Fisherson has taken victory in sight of the Lady of the Skies. Pav, you owe 4 rounds to Hask, not 3.
Ha! Tear his tits.
Wind, lift your oaths to the Lady of the Skies. and hand the rams over come sunrise.
May your people be as strong as your hold beast.
We've heard of your arrival, Lowlanders. Come, share my fire where we might speak.
Okay.
I am Svara Sunhair, Thane of Stonebear Hold. You have guest welcome here. Few of our people have ever seen a Kunari. It is pleasing not to have to look down while we talk. You and your people have come far from the safety of the lowlands.
We have not come to cause trouble in your home, Thane. We have learned that the last Inquisitor may have died here hundreds of years ago. We seek his body.
Giving peace to the dead is a worthy quest. Any help we can offer is yours. Sadly, the Jaws of Hakon will not offer so warm a welcome. You have met their Thane, Gerd Harrofson. I wager you have crossed blades with the Jaws of Hakon in the wilderness. If you would search this place for your Inquisitor's body, they will want you to pay in blood.
Oh, I can do that.
I was told I needed your permission to borrow a boat from the fisherman.
Bah, Rolfson. He worries like a scared baby goat. The boat is yours. Tell him I said so.
What about that
When
climbing?
I first entered your hold, there was a climbing contest of some sort. What was that?
The test of the lady. We use it to settle disputes when it is not clear who has the right of it. There are others. For the test of the Mountain Father, you battle with verse while those who favor you hold you aloft. The test of Hakon is battle, with blunted weapons.
Those tests only prove who is faster or stronger, not who is right.
Are your lowland trials perfect? Can the wealthy or quick-witted not succeed even when their claim is weak? As Thane, I may guide the gods in finding who is worthy. I decide which test will settle the dispute. I may also ask a warrior whose claim is foolish to climb with stones strapped to his back.
That's good.
I'd like to hear more about Stonebear Hold.
We are not the largest hold, but our warriors are strong, and our singers are pretty. Ah, words are for boasting around the fireside. You should look yourself, if you will.
How did you get the name Sunhair?
I was born Svara Janusdottir. For my legend mark, I once fought a battle with my hair on fire.
You lit your hair on fire?
An enemy archer lit my hair on fire. I was locked shield to shield with a foe, and I had no time to douse it. It scared my foes. My hair was braided long enough that I could spare it. It stank worse than goat shit, though.
I'd like to know more about the Jaws of Hakon.
They are not the first hold to take that name. All have been foolish. What would you know of them?
What do the Jaws of Hakon believe that makes them so angry?
A wise man honors each god to its strength. Bjorn Reedbeard for fishing, Rilla of the Fireside for making babies. The Hakonites care only for Hakon Wintersbreath, god of war and winter. There is no evil in Hakon. There are times to fight, but the Jaws of Hakon care for nothing else. They raid, they fight. Eventually they die and their stories are forgotten. It is the way of things.
Didn't Metallica also have someone's hair catch on fire? I can't remember whose.
What can you tell me of the people now calling themselves the Jaws of Hakon?
They came here a few years ago, after the Blight took their hold. There was land enough for both, so we were friendly. We did not see their anger. Gerd Harrofson lost too many in his hold to Darkspawn. He thought only of battle and war. To avenge a wrong is a good thing, but only a fool lights the world on fire to do it.
You said that there were earlier groups known as the Jaws of Hakon.
Yes.
Yes,
Many
more
ages
than one if I recall.
They thought of nothing but slaughter glory. They attacked the lowlanders. Your people fought back and destroyed them. They were fools.
My people or the Jaws of Hakon?
I will speak with you later.
Farewell. Inquisitor?
The Hackonites are attacking my people. I would welcome any assistance you could offer.
Bathing my blade in the blood of the Hackonites would be cause for a feast for most in this hold. The Hackonites are fools, and they have forgotten the old ways. But we have pledged peace with them. To attack with lowlanders at our side would make us oathbreakers. This is poor weather for me to ask that of my hold.
Okay.
What would change the weather?
Among the Avar, a hold draws strength from its hold beast. They are as kin to us. When our hold beast is strong and happy, there is joy. When it sickens and dies, it is an ill omen. Our bear, Storvacker, has not been seen in days. The hold fears for her. I cannot ask the hold to break peace oaths unless Storvacker returns.
Apparently I dinged.
Do you have any members of the hold searching for Storvacker?
The hold is already fearful. A great hunt for our hold beast would show weakness to the Hackonites. If she were dead, the Augur would know. So the hunters watch for tracks. That is all we can do.
I'm a little confused about why I have to find a bear in order to gain the support of your tribe.
Storvacker is not a bear. She is our hold beast. She ties us to the gods. Without her, I do not know whether your people have gods, or if they can be stolen. But it is not good. I know more of this world than the world of spirits. Speak with our Augur if you would know more. They're our gods, not yours. For you, it is enough that Storvacker matters to us.
She has a pretty good point.
Does Storvacker usually live in the hold? Does she stay in a pen, or...?
Pens are for goats and chickens, not holdkin. The Avar are free. So must be our hold beasts. Storvacker lives in a cave near the hold. She comes to visit if she wishes to see us. We bring her gifts of food. Not enough that she will not hunt for herself.
The way you asked us to help find Storvacker made it sound like you were willing to break your oath.
I could say that Avar hold all oaths sacred. That no true Avar would break them. It would be a good lie. Lowlanders doubtless say the same of themselves. A cunning Thane can find a hole in the tent of any promise. A place for the cold wind to sneak in. We are bone and blood. Oaths last until they are broken.
If I find your bear and you break the oath, what happens to Stonebear Hold?
Other holds share oaths with the Jaws of Hakon. They are sworn to defend or avenge them. If the Hackonites were friends, they would attack us. But they are friends to few. We will send offerings, trade, and gifts to pay the price of oath-breaking. The storm will pass. I do not do this lightly, Inquisitor. But the Hackonites are tiresome.
So about me and bears.
Maybe I shouldn't bring this up, but bears and I traditionally do not get along.
You were fought bears. You lived. Good for you. Fear will keep you respectful should you find Storvacker. You will be fine.
So you're saying she's friendly?
Guess not.
I will speak with you later.
Ask those in the hold about Storvacker. They may know something they have not told me.
Hey. The rest of the letter is a series of angry sketches of axes.
Greetings, stranger.
Greetings.
That Elsdem. Always making up strange stories and looking at Elysian books.
Aye, it isn't natural. Must come from learning how to read.
Well, I mean, yeah.
The jaws of Hakon King. Rat things with frost dripping from their claws.
I have. Augur says it's bad magic.
Let me just go in this guy's house. Anything in here for me to take? Nope, I guess not.
The augurs say blood will spill before the night.
Let the jaws of Hakon try something. They know whose ground this is.
Catches found in a meat shop. Oh, I can buy and sell meat. And that ought to do.
What did I tell you? Lowlanders from the north.
Why do they dress like that?
Why not?
You're the one they speak about in the lowlands, aren't you? The Herald of Andraste.
Many call me that.
Helmsdim Rolson. I trade our goods outside the hold. You'll not find better this side of the mountain.
Have you traveled outside of Stonebear Hold?
Court Mountain Father provides. But press us, and we'll admit there's lowlander goods we can't craft ourselves. I sell our goods there. The old trader taught me how to read and write, and how to act in your cities.
Where have you been?
Where does your trading take you?
Denerim and Southreach in Ferelden. Leeds and Verchet in Orlais. When the passes are clear, I take our wares to Val Royeaux.
That's a ways to go.
Surely you can get a fair price for your goods closer than Val Royeaux.
Ah, well, that's truth, but have you seen it? My heart lies with the hold. But I'll die remembering the light on the gates of the sun.
Yeah. It's overrated.
It's a city of plots and masks. There's rot below all that gilded paint.
It's in Orlesian nature to plot. They've not our strength, our ancestors, but they've built a wondrous thing. Most in the hold call any city outside the mountains prideful or lowlander folly.
Farewell.
Another time.
You should come trade at Skyhold. Interesting. I've got some Avar decoration. Maybe I need to change my castle. Just for fun. The Augur.
So, she arrives. Don't throng. Behold, worthy ones, the woman who blazes like fire and mends the air.
That's a lot of not good.
Oh, crap.
They're not harmful, I don't think.
I am the Ogre of Stonebear Hold. I greet you. as do our gods and the gods
There's a
of our
spirit here. It
ancestors.
looks like there's one here too.
It is done. Now come, be welcome. And hear news of the north.
I met a mage in the woods who said she used to be an augur's apprentice.
Sigrid Goldsdotten. She left the hold when I told her she must release her teacher.
Aren't you her teacher?
She might have heeded me if I were. Oh, perhaps not. It's time the spirit in her was free.
She's possessed, and you do nothing.
Every mage in the hold is made one with the gods until they're strong enough. I thought Sigrid strong enough. Exile was her own motion.
Why did Sigrid go into exile?
Sigrid built an altar by the shore for her rite of thanksgiving, a ritual to part her from her teacher. Sigrid claims her offering was spurned by the gods. The spirit remains with her, which is taken to exile.
Okay, what about the spirit you had here?
Did you just introduce me to spirits?
The gods of the hold clamored to see you. I obeyed, for I'm their voice and their augur. And if I didn't show you off, they'd hound me for months.
What did you mean when you said I blaze like a fire?
How do you think you appear to the gods of the Fade? To those beyond the veil, your hand burns like the Watchman's bonfire.
Are you saying every spirit in the Fade knows where I am?
Only those nearby, but thoughts spread quickly among the gods. They tell me strange things. That you muddied Time's waters where the cliffs are red, and returned again.
I'd like to ask something.
Then ask.
You let spirits possess your mages on purpose.
What better teacher than one woven from magic? The spirits in the hold have helped us in this way for hundreds of years. Once a mage masters their powers, their teacher departs, duty ended. Unless the mage is weak.
What happens to these weak mages?
Their teachers stay with them, and the other gods watch them both, so neither soul turns sick. If one does sicken, or the mage stands in risk of harming the hold, one day, they do not wake in their bed. It is very sad. It is what must be done.
No one thinks this is right, right?
You mean you let a spirit?
I assume augur is another word for mage.
I am a mage. Yet not all mages are augurs. I give counsel to other mages, and the Thane. In turn, an augur takes counsel from the gods, and shares it with the hold. I make their will known to us, and ours to them.
So you're an ambassador to the local spirits?
They protect the hold. They help drive off spirits who've gone bad with rage or gloom. The gods live with us. Ignore their offerings, offer them nothing, and it weakens us all.
I've heard enough to realize that when you say gods, you mean spirits. Why do you pray to them?
We offer to them. We don't pray like the lowlanders to a creator they think will weather all the ages.
Do you actually think they're divine beings? Something more than magic?
The spirits watched us even before we came from the north. They shaped themselves into our gods, and we grew to love them. Their secret gift is this, Inquisitor. They reflect us as water does the sky. They show us what we wish to be. That image gives us strength. For that, we thank the gods.
Oh, that's all interesting.
I should be off.
Farewell. Be welcome.
Do you know where your hold beast may have gone?
Storvacker? No. I've asked the gods, but they've seen no sign.
I should be off.
Farewell.
Okay, that whole long conversation, and I didn't impress one villager. Apparently I need to impress 5 villagers. Here's the top of that cliff. If they really want a contest, they should see who can jump off the edge of that without breaking a leg. That would be a contest.
Wind seems colder than it should.
Everything all right here on this cliff. I imagine it gets windy here.
Let's look around.
Ah,
This is the place the augur said that mage Sigrid tried and failed to release her spirit. It looks like the tools for her ritual are still here. A skinned bird and a bundle of incense.
Ritual offerings. But if this mage did the ritual, why are the offerings still here?
Good question.
What, Dorian? Stop looking at me.
I'm wondering if familiarity would cure your suspicion of magic.
I don't need to be familiar with your tool.
Please stop saying tool. And consider how much magic can accomplish. There are benefits for you and everyone. As the Maker said, magic exists to serve.
I don't care. I like you, Dorian. Don't ruin it.
The grass is trampled down here. A fight?
No. See the hoof prints? Just an animal passing through.
Probably not important then. A vial of lyrium.
If you don't know what you're doing, it takes a lot of energy to banish a spirit.
Then why is the vial still full?
exactly, Mr. B.
Scorch marks, left by some kind of interrupted spell. Perhaps the ritual was never completed.
I forgot I didn't level up after. Sorry, I didn't train after leveling up. That's what I meant. I forgot I had the fire mine. I think it looks good. Travel up there quickly. I haven't been up there yet.
Wind seems colder than it should.
Inquisitor, you've need of a hunter, or you're just wandering? Doubt you lowlanders see many holds, but I'll tell you, there are none finer.
Do you have any idea where Storvacker has gone?
Our hold animal's a hungry one. She might be after the game in the valley to the west. As the weather's turning, I'd not think she'd roam further.
I assume you go hunting yourself.
Of course I do. Who says otherwise?
No one.
I lead our hunts, Inquisitor. My leg aches. One eye can't see in the dark. And I bring more meat than anyone in the hold. Goat's piss, do I hunt?
Yes, yes, I get it.
I apologize. I was just curious.
Suppose you can't help lowlanders' manners.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Oh, I'm learning about your culture. Yep.
Inquisitor, I'm honored by your visit. I'm Finn Coldenson. Forgive me if I don't stand to greet you properly.
How are you injured?
A storm blew up a few months back. It's the worst we've seen in a while. I was helping to secure the fishing boat. Einar nearly fell in. I caught him, but the current caught me. My leg got crushed against the rocks. It hasn't set properly.
You seem troubled. Is it your injury?
In part. Gida Meerdotten prepares my father's body for sky burial. I knew it would be soon. I miss him.
I'll let you rest.
Lady keep you.
Well, I'm apparently a long ways away from impressing the hold.
Every time I think I've seen the ugliest possible Avar statue, a new one turns up that surpasses my expectations.
So, come to test yourself.
How so?
Our warriors want your measure, Inquisitor. Bring us an offering, and we'll let you fight Hakon's trials. Stonebear Hold would know if the spirits favor you. So would I.
What kind of offering?
What is this trial, exactly?
Battle against our best. Wit and muscle, and steel against steel. Not to death, just surrender. In case you're afraid.
Only hurting someone.
I didn't want to take a life for just a trial.
Good, but don't hold back. The gods and I can tell.
Why do you pray to Hakon when his fanatics cause you so much trouble?
Hakon Wintersbreath could be testing us through those fanatics. He can be a cruel god, Lowlander. He'll favor the victor and no other. Strength to strength. If the jaws of Hakon try to raid us, we'll feed their scraps to the bears.
Can we begin this trial of Hakon?
We need an offering from you first. To honor Hakon and the dead.
Do you run this arena?
I do. I'm called Arkan Feltson. I prepare warriors for the gods. Truly, I drill it into young heads that no one's born knowing how the axe swings or the arrow flies.
What do you mean, prepare your warriors for the gods?
As we train, the gods see us become worthy.
Worthy of what?
A second strength when you most need it. A glimpse that spots a blade at your heart. Warriors must show their will for these gifts, and the will for practice.
Spirits do sometimes interfere when the veil permits. Occasionally for the better.
Our augur's no fool. We keep the bad spirits at bay, or spot them in those who draw them.
Famous last words of the overconfident.
I'm ready to fight.
Can we begin this trial of Hakon?
We need an offering from you first.
What offering?
Hakon and the dead.
Okay.
Farewell.
Safe journeys.
Ah, there we go. Everite and Silverite. So I have to, I guess, turn that into something. Oh, these are seats. I come over here. I should be able to craft the thing. Anything else in here I need to do? Okay, I've done that. Now I can come back. See about this trial. Oh cool, I can make stuff here. I can buy and sell stuff here. Those are expensive recipes. But that's only 22,000, therefore only about 10% of my gold. There, that I've now spent half my gold. But I mean, I wasn't doing anything else with it anyway. Come up here and try out this trial thing.
Our guests are welcome, so long as their weapons stay sheathed.
Okay, here's your offering.
Well met.
The Inquisition has brought an offering to enter your trials.
Yes! Oh, this'll be a fight to remember. I mean, enter the arena grounds. Hakon's trials await.
Farewell.
Safe journeys.
Saw some stairs over here. Survive the trial. Okay. How was that? Yeah, it's 2 rounds. And I'm naked again. I'm missing my torso again. Well, help here, Bull, would be nice. What's Bull even doing? There he is. Come on. No, I need you to do that because I need you to resurrect. No, not flash fire. I need you to get Bull up. Jesus Christ. No, really, I told you to get Bull up.
There you were.
Please tell me I'm done. I am all naked again.
What a fight that maneuver was. Well, you saw well fought, Inquisitor.
Farewell.
Safe journeys.
That's 1 out of 5 approval. It only cost me like most of my potions. There we go. What that is. It kind of looks like it's that way. But it may not be in this level. Yeah, maybe down there, whatever it is. I don't know if I can go in there without triggering the fight. Oh, apparently all this says is trigger the fight. I'm just trying to get over here to see what this exclamation mark is. Come on. So close. I don't know how to get to that exclamation mark, or if it's even significant. If this is going to be the same kind of fight, the same degree of fighting. It's right in that direction, but it could be down low. Came in here only to see if I can get to that exclamation mark, so if this ends up being as tough as the last one by the time I get into this, I'm just gonna quit. Yeesh. Really is making me go through all of the... My god, it's a bunch of nugs. What the hell was that? How long does this go? I don't particularly see a way to make it stop. I'm to make my armor disappear. How long does this go? Jeez. Or does it keep going until I lose? Yeesh. No, seriously, I'm ready to be done now. Am I finally done? Holy crap. Okay, remind me to not go in there again.
Well met.
Farewell.
I was hoping that after that long set of fighting there, I would get something for it. But it was not to be. But I've hit the 2-hour mark about 10 minutes ago, so I think it's time to call it a night. Come back next time. Let's see. There's a door there I need to do. There is Kenrick's research assistant, Old Beast, one more Astrarium, one more Fade Rift, and I still need to come over here and head out to that island. So I've still got some stuff to do out here. Back to Skyhold. Not that I have to, but you know, it's where I like to end. Hopefully I remember to top off all my potions next time. These are a ridiculous number of potions tonight. Or any number of ridiculous potions, depending on your perspective. But I don't think there's anything for me to dispatch people off to go do, so... just come here and end. Although I will probably mess around with decorations after I log out, so should look a little different next time. Let's see... save... out of curiosity. 71 hours, 23 minutes. And still going. Okay. Well, thanks you two for coming out to support me on my first week back in a couple of weeks. As usual, I plan to stream next week. We'll see what the internet gods have to say about that. And as I get closer to taking that exam, I've got a refresher class going on. Those classes tend to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now, when I say Sunday, I mean it gets done at like 5 or 6 o'clock Sunday night, and then I have to drive back because the classes are all in Houston. It could be that those weekends that I'm off at class, I will be just too frickin' tired to stream when I'm done because, you know, commute home, go to work all day Monday. I'm gonna play it by ear when I get to those. It's 2 weeks in September, 1 week in October. So anyway, thanks again, and I will see you guys in 166 hours. Bye.